internet. My name is Kara. I'm from the Bounty Lancer channel, something like that. This is my first video, and to be honest, I don't know why I'm making this first video about a visual novel, but I guess it's just my style. I like visual novel. I'm gonna be honest, like visual novel, and I like watching people like play it, and I want to try and play one. Uh, Today's not today. I mean, my first visual novel is gonna be First Snow by Twofold or something, if I'm not mistaken. Like First Snow, alright? Alright, without further ado, oh yeah, before I forgot, don't forget to like and subscribe, I guess. It's up to you. I don't care about it. I care about views for now. I just would love if you share this video. Alright, without further ado, without you guys hearing me talking nonsense. Alright, let's just start the game. The first snow of the year should be a comforting sight, yet this carries a different feeling when I'm so far from home. Winter has always been my favorite time of the year, but the joy of the warm fires, upcoming holiday is missing. There's only a month left to go until the season in begin in earnest, but I can't feel any of the usual excitement. The com the coming winter will be the first I've spent away from my family. After all, it's just me now, standing alone on concrete balcony and looking out into this gray sky.
Hey, Allison! Aren't classes soon?
Oh, this our main character named Allison. Alright, interesting. I'm not gonna read the like voice acting thingy. I'm just gonna read the dialogue that have no voice acting. A woman barking from down below breaks me out of my thoughts. Her familiar figure clad in leather stared up. Snow happened on the rusted shovel in her hands. Looks like heatings died again. Oh, looks like the heatings died again. The inside of the apartment now war no, the inside of the apartment no warmer than out there. This new home might be a little shabby, but at least it's ours. Oh, so they live together, alright? A quick glance at my phone as I walk to get my my coat and bag confirms her to be right the m- to be right. The morning message from a friend still showing on my screen. Yay, yay. What is this? Big news, Ali. Ali. Yay, yay. Tell you later in bio. Yay, yay. Alright. This friend is very energetic, I must say. The idea of big of big news at this of times fills me with worry. I'm already too busy just trying to keep up with my next life. I'm with my new life, I'm sorry. With the time marching on, I quickly slipped the phone back into my coat and set off for the stairs. I should have no. I should have a. I shouldn't have a problem making it to class if I keep a good pace. So we're like a college student or a high school student or something like that, maybe, because we're going to school. Right. The busy shuffling woman is still working away. Her her effort her efforts obvious to see. This the snowfalls has been impressive for a single night, but a good amount already cleared. Her heavy breath easily visible in the cold air. Keep a brisk face, as much I as much to get my classes on time as it is to try and warm myself up. I try to wave a quick goodbye. It's obvious she won't let me go without giving her 2 cents. Though as she puts her shovel against the wall and takes a good
Morning,
stretch.
Rose. Working hard already?
Oh, so our friend is named Rose, alright.
Hey, someone's gotta do it. Not like those useless lumps will.
Rose jerks her head towards the apartment. Alright, that's a bit interesting. The she's not wrong, but her usual tactfulness on full display. I'm sorry, I don't know what this means. Alright. I'm sorry if my English is bad. I'm still learning English. I'm sorry.
You all bundled up? Looks like winter's coming early going by the paper.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
Just take it easy on the way there, right?
Okay.
I will.
A weak smile is her response as I start off down the road. She knows that I'm right. It's hardly the first exchange we have had this we'd have like this. Every other morning Rose come up with something or another to definite definitely not to be concerned about. I don't mind though. That kindness is one of her better traits. Aw. The weather becomes the weather's been getting steadily colder for a while now. The few workers braving the morning chills are slowly making their way down to the bus station for work. Those staying behind grumbling as they shovel snow from the roof of their cars and their driveways. Yeah, it's pretty snowy out here. Oh. There aren't many students down this way as I walk. However, the student accommodation filled up fast, and the nearby apartment were all rented out soon after that. Thank goodness thank goodness for family friend offering me to let me live with them. Oh, all right. So we're lucky that we have an apartment because apparently the camp. I'm still assuming that we're in college, so assuming that the campus is very crowded, we got a very decent apartment, I guess, even though the heater is off. Helpful, helpful as Rose may be, there's still some sense of being a foreigner. It's only been 2 months since I moved in and started classes at college. Yep, we are a college student. Alright. My circle of high school friends and boy boisterous. I don't know that word. Family family home turned overnight to cramp apartment shared between Rose and I. Hmm. As the school building come into view, I joined the tire masses, strang- stargate, s- staggering through the gates and towards their classes. Much as I worry, I know I'm not alone. I'm sure many of the students around me right now are going through the exact same thing as me. It's only now that I realize I haven't had my usual morning coffee at back at the apartment. So your coffee. All right, you like coffee. I don't like coffee. We don't have the same. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be. All right, ignore what I'm saying. Let's just get right into it again. I haven't. It's only now that I realize I haven't had my usual coffee back at the apartment to wake myself up. With with little time before biology classes started, I'll have to content myself with a quick. Can I have a quick can of soda? Sorry, a quick can of soda from the vending machine. Hey, soda. Heading over to the Union building on the way to class, the morning chills driven away. The usual gaggle. What's a gaggle? I need to search that up later. The usual gaggle of those sitting on the stair and blocking the entrance. Rubbing my hands to summon the warmth, I head on in. Oh, we're in. With the heating being cracked up, you could almost forget it's winter outside. My relief last doesn't last that doesn't last long. However, my heart nearly stopped as deafening clatter comes from ahead. A couple a couple arm a couple a couple walking arm in arm skirt around the edges of the room, doing their best not to draw the attention of the blonde woman nearby. She grumbled loudly before delivering another kick to the poor. To the poor? Abuse. Oh, oh she's abusing the vending machine, I see. In front of her. I hate I hate situation like this. Either I do nothing and feel bad for not helping, or step in and deal with distress that comes with confronting someone involved. If I'm in this situation, I'll rather ditch out. I don't give a flippin' thing. As I try to work my way out of this, my heart freezes as the woman locked eye on me. Oh no. I must make a pitia, pit, pitiable, pitiable side of pitiable side with my hands raised defensively in front of me, her rage calming as she settle for staring daggers at the machine. Resigned at my fate, I reluctantly shuffled towards her as my heart beats wildly. As I do, her door looking door look is only made all the more intimidating from the bags under her eyes. Yeah, she's very, 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 very angry, very, very sleepy. I can see those bags around there.
Is something wrong?
Stupid thing ate my money. No can or change at all. Threw $5 in there too.
The vending machine here messes up sometimes. It's usually better to go through to the cafeteria for drinks.
They should fix it then.
Calm down, sheesh. Recounting the event only served to stir up her annoyance. Another fruit being jammed into the accused. She is very, very angry, holy shit. The horrible noise makes me cringe again, and I'm starting to worry she'll hurt herself as much as the machine itself. I don't think the machine is gonna be hurt because it's a machine. But who knows? Maybe it's Transformer or something, or some stuff like that.
Don't kick it again!
Why not? Thing's already broken, isn't it?
Well, you kicking it doesn't make it fix, does it? I want to say that I'd rather not get in trouble with the staff, but I get the feeling that it wouldn't face her. Yeah, absolutely. Reviewing my point as quickly as I can, reviewing my point as quickly as I can, there's only one solution that I can think of. Might settle her down. I probably shouldn't, but if nobody's paying attention much.
Which drink did you want?
She gave me a curious looks after I managed to squeak the words out, but eventually points.
I was just grabbing a lemonade on the way out.
Could you turn around for a moment?
Is she trying to like hack the fucking vending machine or something? With great reluctance, she turns away as I ask. I doubt she could work out what I'm doing by looking, but it's better be safe than sorry. Yep, she's gonna probably hack the system or something like that. Closing my eyes and silent mouthing the right sequence to make sure that I don't mess up. I got about my business. With any luck, the software inside hasn't been updated since I last tested this. Oh, yep, she's hacking it. A long sigh of relief passes my lips as the vending machine rattled away loud dumping a can into a small opening. Yep, she hacked the vending machine. Holding the can before the blonde woman's face as she turned around, my reward is somewhat impressive as she takes the item. Now that she has her drink and I had a chance to get her frustration out of the system, she seems to be calm a little. Oh yeah, she's a bit calmer but still look mad in my opinion. Her height doesn't help her looking any less intimidating though. Yeah, she's still mad. I'm still convinced that she's still mad. With that, I considered the matter settled as I nod and begin to walk away. Only as I leave do I realize my heart racing after having to deal with her.
Hey, wait up!
Reaching for my instinctual response. I pretend not to hear her as I skitter away and disappear back through the entrance. The cold hits me like a wall as I leave through the door. You forgot that it's still winter. Mind heavy. I hardly mind having a sign steadying myself as I head towards the class. I only remember now that I tend to drag it, grab a drink myself, but fiddling with the machines probably make me too late. The empty campus ground makes me nervous, making me taking my phone and hand it to check on the time. A quick glance is sorry. A quick glance is that needed to send me dashing towards the science building. You are late. In my I have a feeling that you're late. It's going to be one of those days. Yep, you're late. Patting from the pat patting from the run, I staggered into the biology class with as much composure as I can muster. The sigh seems to make pitiable impression on the prof- the professor, who merely nods for me to take a seat. Setting my bag, sitting, setting my bag next to me, I quickly take a seat to a now familiar figure. We have a new friend. The the, the diminutive com- caprice shoot a grin and a wave as I sit, earning a smile in return. It's nice to see a friendly face after that weird encounter, isn't it? As the professor as the professor gets back to lecturing, I grab my still persistent it's still pristine textbook from my bag. Flickering through the bookmark I for where we currently are. Moments from the corner of my eyes takes my attention. A ripped pieces of sketchpad slide before me. Oh no, your perfect attendance record. What happened? Oh, so we're like a good student that never late, but now we're late. Huh? Her writing sur- surrounded by various doodles and scribbles already on the page. I should I should pay attention to the class, but it isn't that easy to wave a caprice off. Caprice off? I'm sorry, I don't know what this word is. Then again, this largely review. This is largely reviewing what we've covered in high school right now. It probably wouldn't hurt to chat with her a little bit. Yeah, you should chat with her. G- Gotta hold up, wait, someone. I write a brief reply and a com a com compelling a compelling sorry uncom accompanying drawing before sliding back over. A quick look to the professor, making sure the coast is clear as he drones on. What is this face? Caprices. Oh, her name is Caprices. Her name is Caprice. Oh, I just realized that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my brain is very slow. It's literally middle of the night. I'm sorry. Caprices. Caprice's reply as the pages pass back makes me grimace. I don't know what grimace mean. I should have expected that. I almost replied back before noticing the professor casting a knowing glance on my way as he continued with teaching. He knew that we were doing, didn't he? Think better of it. I took the page beneath my textbook and started to listen it properly. I didn't need to look back at Caprice to know her reaction. I hardly think words of her for it. Those swapping doodles during these classes was how she broke the ice with me when I was just another lonely freshman student, a shy one at that given where I still friends. Given we're still friends, I suppose it worked. Sneaking a glance back at the page, Sneaking a glance at the page beneath my book reminds me how well the mercurial girl I can draw. At at least compared to me. She mentioned one time that she's also taking art classes, which must be paying off. Yeah, that is a very impressive drawing. I cannot draw like that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a good drawer. Before I knew it, the classes started to winding up. The other students began to distract as time goes on. The professor soon started to wrap things up in response. No, no sooner do the words comes from the mouths of the class is over. The loud clatter of people packing books and pens into their bags and backpacks begin. At least this class was not as noisy as my class. I'm gonna be honest, my class is very loud. Caprice wasted no time in talking as the two of us do the same.
I was worried you were sick today, Allie.
Aww. She has a cute voice, I must say.
It was only a couple of minutes.
For you, that's a lot.
Yep, we never we never go late to class until now, I guess that's the case. She has a point. It's likely I was more conceited about this than the teacher after near perfect attendance through high school, though. The last thing I want is to set a bad expectation from the staff here.
Setting that aside, I'm not sure the professor really likes us passing notes to each other in class.
Didn't really need to mention that.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's cool. We've talked.
Alright.
Well, if you're sure, I do like seeing your drawings.
Aw, and I like seeing yours. I'm glad you're here today, actually. I've been thinking, and I need your help with something.
Oh.
We're making an art club.
Art club.
But there's already an art. Wait,
Wait a
why
minute.
is there a we there? How am I part of this?
Wait a minute. Yeah, I just realized that an art club. Do almost every flippin' college have an art club, and why is this girl wants to make another one? Oh, interesting.
You're a founding member, of course.
Founding member. What do I get? Caprice has been mulling over in her head for ages. Plan seems to be already in motion to her for her, and I'm sure what choice I have left in this. I'll have to mull things over as I take my coat from the back of my seat and slip it on. The two of us taking our bag and joining the other in heading out into the hallway. I hadn't even considered joining the club, let alone starting one. With all the work that entail. Yeah, making a club is very, very difficult. I don't know what's going on in her head. The audio is bugged or something. I'm gonna read it. I can't help, but I have my schoolwork to concentrate. You know, to get a good scholarship wasn't easy, and I'd rather not waste it. Alright, what the hell? I'm sorry. Oh, oops. Wait a minute. Alright. Alright, we're back. I accidentally skipped one dialogue and I don't know how to back it up. You can pause it. I'm gonna read this one and I'm gonna try something to back it up. If this is not backing up, I'm gonna continue. I don't know what's happening in that one. I give a nod, albeit a slight guilt one. Not that I dare have told my family, but I only picked chemistry because I happen to be good at it. Like most thing in my life, I just went with the difficult option before me. Yeah, I cannot do anything. Alright, let's continue. At least Caprice seems to have moved on from me being a part of this. I have enough going on in my life between moving at the new home and studying for college to think about spending time in clubs and things. I'm surprised that you're taking biology class. To be honest, aren't you more into arts? I'm sorry, I need to check something. Alright, I don't know if it's working or not. Alright, I'm still in here. Alright, I don't know if the what is it called? The voice acting is working or not. I don't know why. We're just gonna continue with it. I'm surprised you're taking biology class. To be honest, aren't you more into arts? It's hard to pick a favorite, but right now bio is just the entry level stuff. It's so boring, right? I'll talk to the professor. And I said to the professor though, we're getting into some Marin life chapter soon. Are you dating the professor? seems very specific. Yeah, that's what I mean. Are you dating the professor or something?
Yeah!
Huh. Yeah, the audio's like sometimes on, sometimes off. Well, that's the same. It's more. It's the most interesting part. I gotta focus hard. I gotta focus hard when we get there. I plan to making it my major. Huh. Even so, the a free, even a free spirit like Caprice has something she's working towards. It seems I can't get away from how much of a mess my life is, with no idea what I want to do for a career. Aww. The two of us head outside with our next classes in another building. As we do, as we do, I looked about warily as students from other classes passed by. I'd rather not bumped into that angry woman again. Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna bump it into her. Who are you? Who are you held up with anyway? Bump into a friend? Stop with the winky face. That would require there be another beyond her in the first place. She's about the she's the she's about the last person I'd called she's about the last person I called a friend. Kind of scary actually. She might she might have been asking out of small talk before, but now I have her full interest. With with reluctance, I think back to the event. No, not sure if you'd know her. Tall, blonde, green hair, sharp look with high boots. Kinda pretty. Aw. Yeah, not gonna lie, she's pretty, but she's very scary. Now that I have time to think it through, she has quite she was quite beautiful in more than her body. More than her body too. I think I like her sense of fashion.
Hmm.
I think I know who we're talking about. Actually,
Huh?
you do? Yep, our other founding member. God damn it. She hasn't dropped the idea of me joining at all. And now, once, and now, wants her of all people to be part of this. My reaction to the news apparently shown on my face. If you were thinking of the same person, I've seen her around and I've heard some things. She floats around the art department a lot. So there's the other art club tried to grab her. She didn't even pretend to consider it, just told them to get lost. Wow, rude. Which means she's still free. I mean, you're not wrong. She's still free, but are you serious? If she's already reject one club, why would she join another? Good question.
Exactly.
Because it's led by me. You're so positive, aren't you, Caprice? I just sigh. I need to get my I need to get to my class. Being late for one today is already too much. Resigned to my fate, I waved goodbye and started to head off. Not more than a couple of seconds later, I heard her calling out behind me. Ah, before you go, meet me meet me on the second floor of the art buildings after class, okay? We need to get we need to get started on finding a club room and stuff. You really going to make an art club? I don't know if our main character Allison here like arts or not, but let's see. Looks like I'm going to be a part of this scheme, whether whether I like it or not. Dealing with that woman again makes me stunned her. But she'll surely just reject Caprice and that'll be that. Are you sure about that? Walking through the hall, walking through the halls these hours in a wholly different experience. The normal hustle and bustle. There was still gossip in the hallway, organized dates, and hurried between classes with arms full of overpriced textbooks. There's now a sweet silence. There's now sweet sounds, all to be seen at this hour. It's odd to strangle, think more about dinner than schoolwork. Well, them and the Christmas decoration. Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh shit. Oh. Oh no. There we go. Sorry. Well, them and the Christmas decorations. I get the feelings that the arts and humanities stuff takes some enjoyment out of getting ready for the occasion, much as they, much the school itself. The decoration looks a bit ragged, probably have led out every year for decades. Yeah, it's probably like old decoration. I mean, it's still nice, but it's kind of old. Maybe I cannot. I can see like dusty, but eh. With a little, with little to do until Capri show up. With little to do until Capri show up, explore the art buildings and peering into this classroom that wind up passing time. Heading up the stair, I take my strolling through the hallway. Everything is baffling, baffled in orange of sunset. The quiet of halls giving the building a scenery atmosphere. It's calming after the day's event. It isn't a good view. I mean, it isn't until a good few minutes pass that I find the first thing of much of I'm sorry. My brain, I'm sorry. It hasn't been a good few minutes pass. I find the first thing of much interest. A single room with the door left open. With curiosity get with curiosity get the better of me, I stroll up the hallway and gingerly stepped inside. At least I can close the door for them. Sorry. With only a handful of chairs actually sets against the table. Alright, there's a very interesting drawing in front of me. Alright. With only one handful of if on with only a handful of chairs actually sitting against the table, I think the room's unused, if not for the paint, papers, and sketchbooks strew across the tops of the cupboard. If Caprice wants this club room, if Caprice wants a club room, this would be as good as any. Yeah, this is a very nice place to be a club room. As I peer about the sign of a particular canvas amongst it catches my attention. The painting of a woman standing in water, sitting drying on the easel. The painter's utensils still lying about. That is a very, very good drawing. Huh, interesting. Stepping up to look at it, I'm surprised by how old-fashioned it is. The, like the kind of oil, the kind of oil painting that would be drawn a century or so ago. Even brushstroke and lines has depths into the painters. Every movement clearly visible. I'm sorry. I have terrible reading skills. I find myself stuck by its beauty. Time slipped by as I stare. Her soft-looking skin and flow locks of hair, enough to make me wishful sigh. Her face telling of her free spirit. I mean, I don't understand art, but I guess it's very free spirit of this drawing. It's beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful. Yikes. My thoughts are suddenly interrupted by the cracking of the door opening further, causing me to wimp around in fright. It's her again. Hello. The particular person standing in the doorway looking straight at me does not think to settle my racing heart, much less the fact that I'm not even supposed to be in here. Sorry, I mean, I quickly tried to stammer out something, but the words keep catching in my throat. Oh, the vending machine girl. Wow, what a name. Allison.
Hi?
Allison Merlo. I don't know. Allison Merlo. So you do have a name. I'm Alien. Yeah. Yeah, her. Aylin Turner. For its worth, I quickly nodded, for all nervousness about maybe being somewhere I shouldn't. Alien doesn't actually seem to care that much. In fact, she almost looked bored. If this room's used by a bunch of people, there's a good chance she might not know I'm not an intruder. Ah, maybe. Well, I'm going to close the place. I'm going to close the place up. If you want anything, you should grab it. Not that I think you have anything here. The cold edge to her voice frees my entire body. Yeah, that is very cold. I like the cold. I like the attitude. I must say, I like the attitude.
Wait!
I mean, I can explain. Alien. I'm sorry, it's not. It's so hard to pronounce name. Aylin. Alright, Aylin narrows her eyes across her arms, waiting for my response. A response which is interpreted by a familiar voice booming from the entrance.
Allie!
Oh, Caprice, hello. Hey, Ellie. I don't think I've ever been so glad. I don't think I've ever been so glad to see Caprice, given this art businesses was her idea. It was for the best. If she explains it all. Aylin doesn't look impressed as Caprice skips into the room, looking this way and that like some tourists. Good work, you already found us a room. This'll work perfectly.
Ugh.
So Caprice got herself a new goon. A new goon. I wish I was surprised. Wow. I like the attitude, I must say. I like the attitude.
Yeah!
Yep. You're not supposed to be agree with that. And what do you want this room for? Pray tell. Well, the current art club is awful. I'm sure you know. So instead of dealing with them, we're trying to form our own. And it looks like you and Ellie have found us our club room. I see what's happened here now. Caprice engineered the situation. So with all I'm sorry, Caprice engineered the situation so we'd all here together. This isn't a very suitable scheme, but that's all more reason for her to have come up with it. I tried my best to backpedal in a way that doesn't upset either. I just thought we'd draw a bit, didn't mean to intrude.
Seriously?
I got permission to use this room to practice my painting. Not for some dumb club.
Cool!
You say cool, but sorry. God damn it. Sorry, but it's two against one. Majority rules. I didn't say anything about a club. Well, too bad. It is a dic- dictatorship. Aelin stands her ground, staring down her opponent as I tried my best to stay well out of their argument. Her resolve doesn't last long, though realizing the futility of it, she eventually heaves a sigh at Caprice's antics. I can't say I wholly blame her. Yeah, Caprice is a little bit of a pushy, I must say. I just want to work in my pace. I just want to work in peace. That isn't much to ask.
Come on!
But I'm not going to get anything more done today anyway. Aelin turns to me after picking up her coat from the desk and pulling her scarf around her. Oh, rather pointed being finished with Caprice.
Bye.
See you around, I guess. Yeah. At a loss for how I supposed to respond to such a unenthusiastic tone, I'm left standing silently by a frustrated Aelin throw her backpack over her shoulder and strided out. Caprice just smiled and shrunk as she looked back at me. The argument they had just a moment ago flow off her like water on a duck's back. Well, that's how it is. I feel I got dragged into something. I feel like I got dragged into something. I didn't really think that'd work, but it was worth a try. No, that wasn't worth it at all. She's not listening to me at all. I'm really just an instrument to try and win this argument between them. No, I can't think that Caprice is force. No, I can't think that Caprice is forceful, but she's means well. If this didn't end up being a club, I'd probably enjoy it. Caprice certainly wouldn't have to make a doll, and I think if Aelin got to know me, she'd be nicer to me. But I don't want to risk Aelin getting even more annoyed with me. I don't think she's annoyed by you. I think she's worried about you because you're being her goon. You know. It feels like I've been left to hunker down in foxhole in no man's land, and all I can do right now is hold my helmet on tight. As the orange sunset tries to wane outside, it becomes obvious that nothing more's going to get done today. Just as Aelin said, I want to say alien. I'm not gonna lie, it's more alien, but it's alien. I'm sorry.
Take care.
I'd better head home. It's getting late. See you tomorrow.
Catch you later!
See ya. If you ever want to draw, feel free to drop by the new club room. By the new club. Precisely none of what alien said penetrate did it. Yep, nothing struck her at all. Not a single word. Not a single word struck her. I just give a weak smile as I wave and take my bag. Idly wonder if Rose will be cooking something for dinner or bring home takeout. It's something more hardening to think about than than today's effort anyway. As I collapse into the couch, I and settled in, the deafening sound of silence rushed in, odd odd passing from cars the odd passing cars from the street below the apartment only highlights the quiet of the room. I plucked my phone from my pocket after dropping my bag on the cushion beside me and take a quick note of the time. I guess Rose got stuck on the traffic in the traffic. What time is it? I cannot see the time. An annoying train of thought an annoying train of thoughts start up once again as I put away once that I once that creeped up on me occasionally. Ever since I move out, I just waiting for when nothing's around to distract me. I can cope with school easily. It most it's mostly just reviewing right now. People like Caprice might be a handful, but they do live in up the day's routine. It's fair to distract to this distance to this I'm sorry. It's fair it's fair to distance campus from here, but the walk helps to keep me fit. The silence that I can't deal with it. The silence that I can't deal with. Grabbing the remote and flickering on the television, at least it provides some background noises, but not no replacements from the sounds of home. There's no mother busying herself over cooking pot to welcome me home and ask how my days was. Not excitable ex- excitable older brothers. No, sorry. No excitable older brothers fighting about this silly thing or that. No fire for me to happily see comes home from work. I think my voice is a bit deeper here. just testing. It is it. It's just me now. Yeah, all alone. My fing my fingers roll over the screen in thought as I bring up the lock screen, mindlessly tracking out the cracks in the bottom corner. I could easily call them right now. My mom and my dad both made it clear I could ring any time at all. But as I stared but as I stared the screen, a deep apathly strike me. Before college, I thought that with my family and an old friend just a phone call away, nothing would feel at all that different. Maybe I just couldn't admit myself how big of a change this would really be. Yeah, it's gonna be like very changing because usually you have someone that like tell you to do some stuff, and now you literally do nothing at home. Admitting defeat, the phone ends up on the couch beside me as I watch the television. The news is interesting today, so at least it's some distraction from all this. Just when I thought I'd finally found a friend to just just when I thought I finally found a friend or two in college, it ended up being a mess. Why do people have to be so complicated? I don't know. As the door behind me opens, I close my thought on the subject. There's no point in mulling things over any further. Chapter 2. Alright, that was the first chapter of First Now. It's interesting. It's about like um, living alone for the first time, to go to college, living with an old friend that is very hardworking or something like that. I don't know. And yeah, probably this is gonna be an interesting story, even though it's like slow pace, but I think it's gonna be a good one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if I like reading skill is bad because it's midnight, and I'm not gonna lie, it's literally 12:32 in the morning right now. It's 12:32. It's midnight 32. So yeah, that's that. Don't forget to leave a like. I don't care about the. Alright, let me discuss this. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about the subscribe. I just want your comments on what I'm doing wrong, and I want to improve my all in all reading skill, making content, and like not being awkward, because in real life I'm very awkward. And yeah, don't forget to share it because I need views, and when I get like a lot of views, this is gonna be easier for me to make content and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Bounty Lancer